Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Carlos with Twins Reef, and I don't even know where to start. It's been forever since I've uploaded a video here on YouTube and giving you guys an update. I don't know if you guys recall, but on my last video, I had mentioned probably taking a break or leaving the hobby, selling the tanks. And to be honest with you guys, I did try to do that for a bit, but then I got busy, with life, family, other pets like my dogs, and I was paying no attention to this tank. Not only that, but I went through an ugly stage where I had a bunch of upstasia, and I also have those little stars. I forgot what you call them, but let's see if I can find one. These little starfish are right here, where they can become a plague, and some of them can actually eat your zoanthid corals, that I was told. Not only that, but poor husbandry, not really paying attention to the tank, lost my motivation because I started to lose, corals, euphilia like torches, hammers, some of my SPS, and it's not like I was doing good, but because I lost a bunch of SPS, but the easy to keep SPS, I did lose a couple of them. I did also sold some corals, some euphilia, and my showpieces, my jawbreaker mushroom, my alactus mushroom, and then I don't know if you guys recall, but before I transferred everything to this tank, I flushed an OG mushroom down the toilet. So that's why this tank looks, pretty empty. No corals at all. The only corals that I have is just hardy corals like mushrooms. I have regular red discosomas, the Superman mushrooms, and I have a sun-kissed mushroom right there. Besides that, those are the only mushrooms I have. And I do have a little utter chaos, which I decided, I know before I say, I don't want to keep zoanthids, because I did have, a bad experience with polytoxins, horrible. But then I was like, you know what? I was, not as experienced as I am now, even though, my tank doesn't speak for itself. But I know, to be cautious and everything with it. At one point, for those that are new, this tank was thriving. It was full of life with a bunch of corals. It was basically a mixed reef. But yeah, anyhow, what else? I do not have my MP40s anymore. I did sell one of them. Like I mentioned previously, I was thinking of getting out the hobby. And then the other MP40, I cleaned it, never installed it back. I am still running my XR15 G6 Pros. And then I do have right here a little wave maker, sort of like a gyre style wave pump that was sent to me by Higer, which is a good brand. I've had nothing but good experience with it. It's been solid. It's been working. Been doing its job. I like the sleek profile, different modes. Simple, quiet, and yeah. So let me tell you guys how I got rid of Upstasia, because I am actually thinking of starting to buy some corals. However, I do have to rehome a couple of my fishes. As you guys can see, I did have a couple fish purchases. So let's start with the Upstasia plague. So I had a bunch of Upstasia, guys. I tried to use the Red Sea Upstasia X, which really didn't work for me. This tank I'm talking about was covered completely, all the rocks, guys, on the freaking glass and everything. I didn't know what to do. I honestly just felt like, dipping the rocks in freaking fresh water and calling it a day and just shutting down this tank. But then there's always hope, especially when you're scrolling through YouTube and you come across other reefers showing their tanks. So it kind of keeps that little flame alive. So I was like, you know what, I gotta do something about Upstasia. So I went to my local pet store. I asked for the Red Sea Upstasia X because I didn't have any more. And they told me, you know what, Red Sea, start making it. But he's like, there's a fish that really does a good job of eating Upstacia, and he told me about this little ugly guy right here, the filefish right there. The only thing with it that sometimes they can nip at some corals, so it's got to be cautious with it. But I told him, hey, what the heck, I don't really have corals at all, not many, and the ones I do are mushrooms, and I don't care really about them. So let me just do it the natural way, because I think before I had issues. I know they said Upstacia X is reef safe, but I used to try to get rid of pests using chemicals, and I think that was the downfall of my tank. That's when I noticed, my tank crashing, because I started to, put some chemical solution in here, and I think that's what ruined it for me. I'm not saying that it did, but it could have. So I decided to do this the natural way, and yeah, so I bought this filefish, and to be honest, guys, he got rid of all, or he or she got rid of all the Upstacia within 2 weeks. There was, here and there little Upstacia that you'll be able to see that it was just so small for it. So I mean, it takes its time. It's a little bit of slower process for him or she to find the Upstacia, to eliminate it, to eat it. So just have to be patient with it. And I was like, you know what? Let me just make sure that he gets help getting rid of all the Upstacia. So just about a little bit more than a week ago, as you guys can see back there, I did buy a copperband butterfly fish. These are also reef compatible with caution. So you have to be cautioned. Some people have luck, others don't. Some of them will pick at your corals. I heard that they don't really pick at SPS, but they do pick at Euphilia. But like I told the owner of the pet store, I do not have any fleshy coral like that I care for. So I decided to buy the copperband butterfly fish, which it's a beautiful fish. And I don't think there was many Upstacia left. So, but regardless, I bought it because I want to make sure there's none at all. So I'm going to rehome these two guys. But the filefish for sure, it doesn't look pleasant to the eye. Copperband, it's pretty nice, but I don't know if I want to risk it. But we'll see about him. I might rehome him. Now regarding the little stars, for those that, because I honestly haven't paid attention to the hobby in a minute, so I've started to forget names of corals, pests, and things like that. So I'm trying to get back to the rhythm of doing things more constant. But I did buy a Harlem shrimp, which also the store owner told me about, that they will eat these little stars. It just takes time. So I did buy one. Unfortunately, I did see it picking at them, but the following day I woke up and it was dead. It was basically, I thought that my clowns killed it, because I did see them try to be a little aggressive to it. But then I did mention that to the store owner, told him, hey, I think my clownfish possibly killed the Harlem shrimp. But he told me that he doesn't think they did. Regarding those shrimp, if you do have a high salinity like I do here, I think 35 parts per million, if I remember correctly, or 1.25, then it's a little bit, it's a little bit too high, and it will burn the shrimp, causing it to melt and basically drop dead, and it'll be stiff like the way I seen it. So I'm not so sure. I do believe him. He's always giving me accurate information. When I had bubble algae, he told me to get what's that one fish? Some fish, and then the Dungeness, not the Dungeness. I'm thinking about fishing, the emerald crab. So all the fishes that foxface, all the fishes that he has recommended for like my algae issues, bubble algae, Upstacia, when I had diatoms, everything, all the information he has helped me with has always worked. So I trust him. So what I'm going to do next, because I'm going to bring this tank back to life, is I'm going to catch all my clownfish, because I don't want them to be aggressive towards it. And then I'm going to buy that shrimp, probably two of them. If they're compatible, if you're able to keep two, then I'll buy two, because I got a bunch of stars. Even though you don't see them in the glass, they're all over the rocks. When you turn off the lights, that's when you see them all over the glass. So I want to buy 2 of those shrimp. It's probably gonna take them, anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. And then once I see no more sign of those starfish, then that's when it's gonna be the go of starting to add corals. But first and foremost, taking measurements of the water. I mean, I'm sure I'm doing fine. This tank has been set up for more than 2 years, probably 3 years now. You can see all the coralline algae, so that's a good sign growing in the back. I really don't like it in the back, but I haven't paid attention to the tank, so it's really hard to get rid of it back there. I actually had some in the front of the glass, the side of the glass panels, and yeah, just yesterday I cleaned the glass, and it was a headache. You can still see a little bit, maybe in the glass, like right here, signs of some coralline algae that was there, and it was really hard to scrape it off. So so that's a good sign when you have coralline algae. I haven't had any death regarding my fish. I did buy some new fish. I do have, you know what? I ended up selling my black storm clownfish. For a second, I just thought I still had it. I don't know why. I don't even pay attention to this thing. That's how bad I've, I've become. Like as a bad husbandry, bad reefer. I heck, I thought I still had my black clown, but now that I remember the black storm, I did sell it a minute ago. I was selling corals. I was trying to sell fish equipment, my show pieces, rocks. That way. I mean, not that way, but it's obvious that my rockscape is different than how it was previously. And I actually just moved it yesterday, so I have more room on the side, which I like it better because it basically was like an inch, but it was really hard, an inch to the wall to the left of this glass, and it was hard to scrape off. So I pushed it a little bit. It gives me nice room over here. So the rockscape, basically just these rocks right here, they are not held together like the other ones are with epoxy. So I gotta figure out like a little rockscape right here, what I'm going to do. Or if I have to redo the rockscape, I might do it since I don't really have no mature corals in this tank. I might just do the aquascape again. But yeah, the fish that I bought, I don't think I ever showed because everything I've been doing, behind closed doors. I did buy this tank. I bought it for a reason. I think it was for algae, to be honest. That's why I bought it. All the fish that I buy is for a purpose. They have a job. So I bought them for algae. Because I had a big algae issue, guys, and everything like that. Then I bought a bunch of, I bought, actually, it was a 5 clownfish. The black eyes, the black Darwin, the midnight, and then I have like a black snowflake back there, and then I had another one. I forgot what was the name of black bullet hole, or it might be that one, but it was a black snowflake bullet hole, something like that. It was a hybrid, super nice, my favorite. Unfortunately, it died. Yeah, because these guys, I don't know. I guess they bullied it. It decided, and that fish just died. I don't know if it jumped out the tank, but they're I bought them as a group. They've always been together. I mean, they show no aggression towards one another. I've been having them for months now. They're doing good. Another fish that I bought because the store that I go to, they're remodeling. Not the one that gave me good advice or anything, but another pet store I go to where I buy my dog stuff. They were remodeling their fish section, and they were selling the fish like at 75% off. So I bought all the clownfish. I bought this little fish right here. It's which some type of goby. It's really beautiful. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I'll see if I could bring some. Yeah, I don't even know how to use my phone, guys. I haven't recorded in a minute. But yeah, I bought that, and then there's another fish that I bought somewhere in the rocks. It's like this yellow fish. They were all expensive fish. I looked them up online. They were like $60, $80 fish, and they were like on sale like for $20. So I bought them. Why not? Then what else? I still have my yellow watchman goby with the pistol shrimp. Those I had purchased a minute ago because I had set up a tank for my twins for their room, but we tear that tank down, and I threw that pair here, both the watchman and the pistol shrimp. And yeah, I think it was a big mistake, guys. I've honestly have lost a couple mushrooms, a couple corals. I have lost in this tank some jawbreakers that I received from a trade from someone that picked up a bunch of euphyllia. He's like, hey, just you want to trade this jawbreaker for this hammer? And I was like, sure. And that hammer was, I mean, the jawbreaker was nice. It had some speck of green on it, but it got buried on the sand because of the watchman and the pistol shrimp. They're moving things around, doing the little tunnels on each rocks. There's tunnels literally right here. There's one right there. And then earlier I saw them somewhere right here. Probably if I was to feed them, they'll come out. But they're still here, but that was a big mistake. And I regret putting them in here. I do have 2 more clownfish down here. I bought them like for $5, the snowflake bullet holes, but they're not black. They're actually, the original orange color. They're in the sump. They're smaller. I bought a total of 5. Unfortunately, 3 of them passed, and I only have a pair right now. They're down there, so I am thinking of setting up another tank because I do have a bunch of clownfish. Unless I decide to sell a couple fish and start everything all over on this tank. Basically a big reset, but we'll see. Another thing I did, guys, I shut down my freshwater tank. As you guys can see right there, that Red Sea is empty. But, however, I was thinking about selling it. The buyer backed out. And, I haven't paid attention to this hobby for so long. I just noticed or found out there's actually a G3 Red Sea tank now. Mine's are G2, but they're in excellent condition. We'll take care of. Probably the buyer also found out and decided to back out. So he didn't end up buying that. So now what I'm thinking of doing, setting that up as a saltwater tank. That way it's officially Twins Reef with 2 reef tanks. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. Probably soon. Just start adding, I'm going to start everything with dead. Like, dead sand, dead rock, things like that. Take it slow. Be more patient with that one, and then we're gonna work with this one slowly but surely, bring it back up. I have a bunch of extra equipment. I have wave makers. I have the AI lights and skimmers and things like that, so I could easily have all the equipment for it. I just literally just need sand, water, and some rocks, but we're gonna do that slowly. And yeah, I sold a bunch of my freshwater fish. I threw a bunch of plants away. It was a headache. I had a bunch of algae. Same thing with me not paying that much attention to the hobby. But doesn't mean that I still don't that I don't have freshwater fish at all anymore. I do. Basically showing you guys my house. Back there, all the way back there in the hallway, there is another Red Sea. It's a Red Sea Max E170, super old. Been having that tank for about 7 years. G1. I have 1 discus there, a couple of Cory cats, and a beta, female beta, and that's it. It's on cruise control. It's not doing so well. I did lose 1 discus out of like a bunch of them that I had. But I still have my blue diamond discus, but I am heavily thinking of rehoming all those fish there. Just get some storage craters or something and starting all over. I don't know if I want to go with freshwater right now because I do have to focus first on this tank, and then afterwards we'll do that. But for those that are new, this is like my little setup right here in my living room. I have 2 of my tanks. Now I do want to transfer these tanks maybe to an extra room that I have in my house. I want to make that like to a basically just an entertainment room. I want to get a couch. Then I have like my PC right there, and I want to have both of my tanks there. I do have like a little bookshelf, where me and my kids and my wife can go in there, read books. No TV, nothing like that besides the PC, which is basically like a a little tablet. It's a Windows Surface Pro. So, you know, we really don't even use it. Just the kids on Hook on Phonics. I don't even make videos with it anymore. So yeah, I'm debating on that. There's a lot of things I have to do, but it's gonna take some time. You know, thinking it through. Sorry, my English is broken. So either I'm gonna keep both of these things in the living room, or I'm gonna move these two to that entertainment room, which, you know, I'll be super cool. Have like a little studio, you know, record videos, go live, and things like that, and have the tanks in the background. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it with this update. You know, not much to show you guys. The tank, you know, not a lot of live, like I mentioned. Quick recap or summary of the tank. Not a lot of life, just mushrooms. We have a bunch of new fishes. We have the clownfish, the butterfly, the filefish, the scuba tank, that one goby right there, the watchman. It's actually a blenny, my bad. The blenny. And then another fish which I forgot the name of. And then the two little clowns back there. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm probably gonna rehome I'm gonna rehome the filefish for sure. I might rehome the butterfly fish, and then after that, capture all the clowns, put them in a breeder box, or either throw them in the sump, bring the little fishes, the little two clowns, back to my display. And then I'm gonna buy those Harlem shrimp. Once they get rid of all those little stars, then I'm gonna start adding corals, because I don't want to add, you know, corals right now. I mean, I can technically, but I don't want to. You know, the autocreas isn't doing so well, and I did heard that some species of those starfish will kill swanthids, and I want to start buying some swanthids here. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching my video. Want to apologize that I haven't uploaded a video what it seems like forever, but I will be uploading more videos, more constant. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, concerns, just leave them in the comments. And, you know, quick shout out to everybody. I know it's not the same, the hobby's not the same how it used to be, so that's a topic you guys want to talk about regarding the hobby. I feel like it's not what it used to be. I don't know if it's me, is the hobby itself. It's getting expensive. There's other things, you know, people are more worried about nowadays, as well as you know, mature, you grow up, you have children, this and that. You know, not enough time for the hobby. But regardless, I'm always gonna be in the hobby. This is what I love to do. And yeah, one more thing, I do breed Cane Corso dogs. I've been doing that for a minute. So if you guys are interested in a Cane Corso puppy, I am going to be having a litter within 2 months, God willing, with some European bloodlines imported. Yeah, just message me, or if you guys would like to see like videos of my dogs, like my whole setup, you know, care, training, stuff like that, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching again. I'm out. Peace.